Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Championship Monday. We are here for this Tier 2 championship battle between the number 14 Rambam Ravens and the number 8 Hebrew Academy Warriors. I'm Yoshua Zerman, calling for the last time with my partner in crime and brother Pregame. Rambam, the 14th seed, definitely not the favorite to make it here today. What have they done thus far to get here?
Yeah, well, they've won 3 big games. They've done a great job of playing team basketball, both on the offensive and defensive end. Not relying on one score, but really working the ball, having 5 contributors on the court, and on defense, playing real hard, making the other teams work for every single basket that they're going to get out there.
On the other side, the Warriors, they've got one of the most prolific scorers in this game, and they've played 2 of the most exciting games of this tournament. A thriller against TABC, which they lost on a 3-pointer, and last night, a huge, exciting victory over Ida Crown to get them here today. Who is that prolific scorer? Who are those scorers in this team that we should watch out for?
Yeah, and everyone knows about Ben Tal, the point guard on this Heat team. He is this Warrior team. He is the second leading scorer in Jewish Hoops America with over 24 a game. He's an unbelievable scorer and facilitator, and as well they got Jack Formas, the 3-point shooter. He's been knocking down from NBA range so far. If he's able to get going from 3, he is one to be reckoned with.
And the Warriors, you talked a little about the 3-point shooting. What is the key to success for them today?
It's got to be hitting their threes and working on their half-court offense. Rambam plays tough D, but one will play tough D is hit tough shots, and they've been doing that all tournament.
And on the other end, the Rambam Ravens are definitely not coming in as a favorite here. RASG got knocked out of Tier 1. They're a really, real good team. What does Rambam have to do to pull off this big-time upset in this Tier 2 championship game?
I think they're able to get to their big man, Jack Ross. He's been leading them in scoring the past few games, and we saw in their last game against Ida Crown that the Warriors, when they face foul trouble, their bigs do not do a good job of defending the paint. If Jack Ross is able to get going and maybe get Bixon, the big man for the Warriors, in foul trouble, this could be a game changer.
The Ravens, the 14th seed, the clear underdog in this game, look to battle the Hebrew Academy Warriors. This is all from the pregame. We'll be back after a short commercial break.
There is no group of people like the students you'll be with. There's no faculty and group of Rabbeim like those with which you will learn that can begin to compare to the experience at Yeshiva.
And we're back here at the Maxton Athletic Center as the starting lineups are being announced. On the Rambam Ravens side, we got point guard Daniel Petrikowski, a great game manager. A key to this Rambam offense is balanced attack. At the shooting guard spot, they got Jacob Dubin. Small forward, Johnny Wiesel. Power forward, who you talked about a lot, Jack Ross, who could be...
Number 42, Jack Ross.
Small forward, the shooter, Jack Formas. Look for him to knock down many threes today. Power forward, Danny Yerushalmi. And the center, the big man, Michael Bixon, who averages over 13 boards a game.
Yeah, we're in for a great one here in this Tier 2 championship game as the starting lineups are being announced. See the Rambam Ravens huddling up, getting their game plan ready. Interesting to note that the Rambam Ravens are riding a little bit of a hot streak, winning 3 straight games. Let's see if they're able to continue that here, while the Warriors do not feel those close games. They've been in them every single game so far this tournament, and they've done a great job pulling some of them out.
Yeah, I mean, RASG, the Warriors, they are one of the most exciting teams in this tournament. We saw a great finish against TABC in the first game, and then last night, Benjamin, a 3-point lead. They saw it go right away with 3 seconds to go, and a huge shot by the Ida Crown Frank to tie up the game. But a half-court heave, no good, but a tip-in at the buzzer for RASG brought them here today. What a finish last night. But then when you know the emotions were flying last night, you know that this Warrior squad knows how to close out games, and that will be important if this game comes down to the wire.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be interesting to see if they're able to ride that emotional high and keep that momentum going, or if they have invested too much in those emotions and they kind of come out flat to start this game. That could be a big difference. How they start this game could really set the tone for the rest of it.
And you know, sometimes when you get a huge win, it's hard to follow it up with another huge one. A lot of times you use all that emotion, you sucked out all that energy. This has been a long weekend. 4 games. I mean, this is their 4th game since Thursday, Binyamin. There's a lot of games. You know, there's only 1 game left. There are a lot of games that have been played. These guys are emotionally drained. They're physically a little bit drained. They got to go dig deep into those hearts and bring out a good basketball game today, because the winner here will take home a Tier 2 championship. The loser will walk away.
Yeah, and just one last interesting thing to note before the game starts. Just take a look at the benches for these both teams. RASG does not have a deep bench, only really using 6 to 7 players at most, while the Rambam Ravens love to use their deep bench. They've got a lot more guys in there, and they get those fresh legs to provide that energy and spark off the bench.
And you see the Rambam faithful heading into the stands right now as a tip won by Rambam, and that might be a factor too as well. But I mean, look how many Rambam fans are here. They're busing boatloads of kids.
Yeah, gotta love the energy. They're gonna hopefully spark this team, motivate them to play at their best. Rambam's gonna need to give it all they've got to win this game.
Wiesel inside to Ross, misses an easy one, rebound by Bixen. And as you talked about earlier in the pregame, Jack Ross getting a good look early on. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a Ravens fan, but he's got to convert.
Yeah, love the entry pass, hitting a wide open, cutting Ross. Ross usually finishes that one. He'll shake that one off for the next time.
Shift now inside to Formis as Formis throws the ball away. And look, they're looking for a deflection there. Nothing doing.
Yes,
Rambam ball.
Seems to be a little miscommunication there by Tal and Formis. That's all right. First possession, a little bit nervous, coming out. That's an easy turnover.
And it looks like they're going to go in a man-to-man, the Warriors right now, with Tal pressuring full court just to give Petrikowski a tough time. You know he's a good game manager, and he's not going to make a lot of turnovers, but with your best players out there, the entire court guarding you, it's always tough. Dubin there for 3. He got nothing, and the Warriors will now get the ball back.
Yeah, that was a quick 3-point shot early there in that possession. Got nothing but oxygen.
Tal bringing up the ball now. We know this Warrior team loves to shoot threes. Let's see how Rambam decides to defend. They're in a man-to-man right now, but with this excellent playing of Ben Tal and Michael Bixen, the big man, this might be a bad position to be in. As Formis with the shot, a little bit short, tipped out by Bixen, but a rebound there by Ross. Petrikowski running. Rambam likes to run and likes to get everybody involved on the offensive end. Ross with the ball, thinks about a shot, gets in the lane, passes to Wiesel. Wiesel looking at a 3, says no, passes the ball to Dubin. Dubin back out to Petrikowski. Rambam to run a play. We're seeing this slow, methodical pace that we know Rambam is all about. Petrikowski with a floater, no good. Rebound by Bixen. Tipped out of his hands by Petrikowski. Chase for the ball. Ref's still looking for it, and they're going to say it's going to be Hebrew Academy Warriors ball.
Yeah, you always have those difference in styles when you see a Yeshiva League team like the Ravens playing against an out-of-town team like the Warriors. Rambam not playing with the shot clock. They'll work the ball around, wait for their shot, while the Warriors have an up-tempo, more shoot it if you got a good look type of offense. They are used to a 24-second shot clock.
And we've seen many times that when a Yeshiva League team plays a non-Yeshiva League team, whichever team can control the tempo can win the game. Petrikowski all the way to the bucket, unable to finish with the left hand, and a rebound there by Schiff. Schiff up to Tal. Tal with a great pass there as Formis, and he puts it up and puts it in. Jack Formis with the first points in the game. 2 minutes of a little 2-minute drought on both sides of no scoring, but now the Warriors are on the board, 2-0.
Yeah, sometimes it's just so important to get that first bucket, kind of break the ice. From there, you can kind of jump board and start your offense going. Look for your Warriors now to come out strong.
A wide open Wiesel for 3. A great close out there by Yerushalmi. Bang, though. No avail. Wiesel for 3. 3-2 Rambam.
Hey, put those 3 in the pocket there. Nice 3-point shot from the corner by Wiesel. That's why he's in the game. He's their 3-point shooter. Can't leave him wide open like that.
Tal calling that a play. Slowly bring the ball up the court. He wants his guys to relax, hit those jitters out. This is a Tier 2 championship game. This is a big deal. Tal looking. Tal pull up. 18-footer. No good. Bixen tries to get the board, but no arrow with his first board of the game for Rambam. Rambam looking out to push. Dubin all the way to the hoop and the finish there. 5-2 Rambam. The Rambam faithful liking what they're seeing thus far, just 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Warriors a little bit slow to get back on defense. Rambam Ravens looking to take advantage of that.
And another miss there by Tal on the pull-up. And Bixen tries to get the rebound, but comes out to number 24, Dubin. Dubin looking. Dubin still looking. He finds his man Petrikowski, and he's looking to set up the offense. Petrikowski in the lane. Tries to kick out to Wiesel for 3. Stolen by Tal. Tal the other way now. They're looking to push the pace a little bit. Tries to throw cross court to Formis. An errant pass, but a good save there by Formis to save the turnover. Back to Tal. Tal thinks about a 3. Instead back to Formis. Formis has the only bucket here for the Warriors. Looking to get him going. A long 3 there for Formis. no good, and a rebound there by Dubin. The Warriors are clearly the bigger team, and they got to start crashing the boards a little bit better.
Yeah, don't want to force up threes early in the shot clock or long outside jumpers. Warriors coach not happy with what he sees so far. Scott Berman with the timeout.
And a big bucket there by Dubin to cause that timeout. 7-2 Rambam midway through this first quarter. 4 minutes left, and the coach of the Warriors not happy with what he's seen thus far. Coach Berman wants his team to push the pace, wants his team to be aggressive on offense. He's seen a lot of settling, a lot of jump shots, and you don't want to see that if you're a Warriors fan.
Yeah, Coach Howard of the Rambam Ravens said they want to go over screens and bring help down low. They've been doing an excellent job of that so far, forcing the Warriors into bad three-point shots and bad long jumpers. Haven't worked the ball down low. Yoshua, you said it. They got the size. They got the height. Work the ball down low. Get some easy buckets. Let's see if they can get it going here halfway through the first quarter.
And it doesn't seem like they have any flow on the offensive end, Benjamin. Every single time they get the ball, it seems like the first guy who touches it is shooting. The first guy who's touching the ball is shooting. They got to work the ball. They got to get a couple passes. There's as Formas lines up a three, knocks it down. 7-5 now, Rambam. And there you go, Benjamin. One pass, one shot. They got to work the ball if they want to be successful.
Yeah, but hey, a big shot there by Jack Formas. No fear from that long range. That's an NBA three that he just knocked down.
And he's a scorer. He's a straight-up scorer. Ross there with the jumper, no good. Rebound by Aaron. Aaron out to Dubin. Wide open for three. Off the mark. Schiff with the big rebound there.
Yeah, another good offensive rebound there by Aaron. He's their leading rebounder. He's going to be key right now, especially with the height advantage for the Warriors.
Schiff wide open for three, no good. And a rebound 4-4. That's number 20, Shmuel Khan, who just checked into the game for the Warriors. He fought for that board, but Ross able to corral it. Petrikowski now patrolling the offense.
Yeah, if you remember Khan, he's the one who played a little hero ball yesterday, corralled that air ball from his forwards from half court, and put in that game-winning bucket to win the game.
Dubin now looking. Dubin to Wiesel. Wiesel lines up another one. No good. And a rebound again by Aaron. And it deflects off Ushami. Rambam ball. You got to box out here if you're the Warriors. You're too big to let this Rambam team get all these offensive rebounds and second chances.
And yeah, you sure that could be a little bit of a trap. You get a little bit too confident in your height and your lankiness, and you don't box out. And that's a fundamental basketball basic. Gotta do that if you want to get rebounds.
And another bucket there for Rambam. 9-5 now with under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter.
Great inbounds play. Ross wide open down low for the easy two.
Schiff wide open there for three. Decides to pass on it. And now gets the ball to Formas. It's Formas. He puts up a three. And he puts it in. Jack Formas coming out firing early on. All 8 Warrior points. 9-8 Rambam. And Coach Howard wants a quick timeout. And we'll be back after a quick commercial break. And we're back here at the Maxter Athletic Center. Under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Rambam 9, Hebrew Academy 8. Benjamin Jack Formas for Hebrew Academy has been keeping them in this game. He's the only one that's put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, an excellent three-point shooter, shooting from long range. No three-point line is too far for him. The Rambam Ravens need to come out a little bit more on him. But hey, if you're hitting shots from that far, that is tough to guard.
And a quick shout out here to the Rambam Raven mascot, who we see in the crowd. I'm not sure if all Ravens are brown, but that one sure is. Petrikowski now patrolling the offense for the Ravens. Noah Schiff guarding him. A quick substitution here. Jacob Fine in the game for the Warriors, and he's guarding Dubin. They're now in a 2-3 zone. They moved out of that man-to-man with their starting point guard on the bench.
Yeah, Fine, one of the few 8th graders in this tournament. Let's see if the Tier 2 championship nerves get to him, or he's able to play above his age and play like a big man here, like they need him to.
Dubin thinks about a three, says no. Wiesel thinks about one. He decides to pass on it, but the floater is good there by Wiesel. That's 5 early points for him. 11-8 Rambam, 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, the Warriors coach was not happy in that timeout. He said, you guys are playing lazy. You guys don't want to get hit. The only reason we're in this game is because Jack isn't scared to shoot. Let's see if the Warriors come out with a little bit more energy and a lot less fear.
A big time block there by Rambam. Kicks out to Wiesel. Wiesel into the big man Ross. quadruple teamed and loses the ball, retained by Schiff and the Warriors. The Warriors now looking to push. Bental not in the game for them, so you're going to have Schiff running the point. He gives the ball to Esformis. They got to watch out for him. Esformis way deep here, gets the screen, doesn't even think about a three. That was a little too far even for him. Ball inside to Stein. It's Jacob Stein to Esformis. Esformis thinks, instead gives it back out to Kahn. Kahn to Schiff. Schiff with a great pass inside to Stein. The ball gets knocked out of bounds by Ross. The Warriors will retain possession, and now the star Bental back in the game. He's been helped scoreless thus far in the first quarter. He's got to get going if the Warriors want to pull ahead here.
Yeah, he's one of their best players, but Mr. Esformis has picked up the slack so far. Let's see if his partner in crime, Mr. Bental, can step up big here.
Yo, shot me for three, no good. A rebound off Tal's head as he tries to get it, and it's going to be Rambam ball. Rambam faithful liking what they're seeing thus far. They're the 14th seed, but they're not playing like it today.
Yeah, up 11-8, playing with a lot of confidence. Clearly, they've built this 3-game winning streak and built themselves as a team. They're coming out here firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, but you know that big M word, the momentum word, he talked about it earlier. That's real important there. As Wiesel not even close on the three-pointer, he missed everything, and the ball goes out of bounds. The ball goes up the RASG Warriors.
Yeah, their time a little bit too confident there. That's a second air ball three. He's been really ice and hot so far. Air bowling or swishing, that could be a huge difference here. And I want to remind all our fans right now, if you have any feedback, send it in to feedback@maxlive.com to our Clip Keep Us inbox.
And a pass there, almost stolen by Dubin. Then he does get the steal, looks up, but instead decides to set up his offense. Dubin in the lane. They're going to call a traveling violation before the shot goes up. And the ball just like that with 33 seconds, back to the Warriors. If you're a Rambam fan there, 33 seconds left in the quarter, you don't really have numbers. You gotta move the ball back out. That's not a good play because now the Warriors have a chance to cut into this deficit or even tie up the game with the first quarter coming to a close. 25 seconds to go. Tal with the ball. They're saying a hold for one. That's exactly what Tal's gonna do. Maybe not here. Tal for three. Bang! Bental ties up the game with 15 seconds left. Petrakowski with the ball, 10 seconds to go. They give Rambam a chance here, Benjamin, to get something at the end of this quarter. And an offensive foul. Huge call there as a foul on Aaron on the screen.
No, that was Ross. You should let them forward to Ross.
My mistake there. A foul on Ross on the screen. And now with 6 seconds left, just like that, the Warriors can take the lead.
Yeah, and they see Mr. Esformis come back in the game for his three-point shooting. Ross there stuck out his leg, got Tal on the screen. That's illegal. That'll be called as an offensive foul.
And as this first quarter comes to a close, Tal pulls up for three at the buzzer, off the mark. At the end of the first quarter, the Rambam Ravens 11 and the RASG Warriors 11. And we'll be back after a short commercial break. And we're back here at the Maxter Athletic Center. A tie ball game at the end of one, but now an 11-11. Quite the exciting first quarter. Rambam came out to the early lead, but some errant passes late and some turnovers late gave the Warriors a chance to take the lead at the end of that quarter, but Bental missing that three-pointer. We're still at 11-11. What have you seen thus far from both sides?
Hey, I love how Rambam playing with a lot of confidence, working the ball, a lot of different open shots. We've seen Ross with some buckets. We've seen Dubin with some buckets. Petrakowski with some buckets. Again, that team basketball style working for them. On the other side, the Warriors, the three, they live and die by the three, and that could be really dangerous, and that could be really cold for them. Esformis is coming out hot. Tal picking up the slack later. They've hit 3 threes so far, and that's how they have 9 of their 11 points.
We talked about it earlier. Three-pointer is huge for this Warriors team. They love to shoot them from anywhere on the court, and you got to be careful if you're the Rambam Ravens. On the other side, Rambam, you're right. You talked about the balance. We've seen it thus far. No one really so dominant for that Rambam squad, but they put together 11 points in a really good quarter.
Yeah,
besides that last minute.
You hate to pat your own back here, Yoshua, but I think we did a pretty good job scouting. That first quarter went exactly like we planned it to.
Maybe you'll get a job in coaching next year. As a beautiful move there by Esformis, up and in with the right hand, and it's 13-11 Warriors. The first leader here for the Hebrew Academy Warriors.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put it out interesting to note, the Rambam Ravens all-time are 11-0 so far in Soundcheck, have never lost a game. They've been champions either of Tier 1 or Tier 2 every time they've been here. Let's see if they can pull off this victory, not playing like the 14th seed.
Ross out to Wiesel for three, puts it in. Wiesel with a huge three-pointer to give Rambam back to lead, 14-13. Just 40 seconds into the second quarter, and we're already seeing a lot of scoring. Tal with the ball. Tal with some nifty moves, but he sends it back up.
Yeah, this kid has the ball on a string. He can do anything he wants with that ball.
A beautiful move there by Tal, unable to put it in, but a great offensive rebound by Bixen to give the Warriors another bucket and the lead back. Just like that, another lead change, Benjamin. 15-14 Warriors.
Yeah, we're going back and forth here in the second quarter. Both teams coming out strong, trying to take this early advantage.
Petrikowski now patrolling the offense. Ross sets a screen. Tal gets around the screen. Tal with some tough D against Petrikowski, not letting him go anywhere. And that's going to be a 5-second violation as Petrikowski couldn't make any move towards the hoop. Great defense there by the sophomore.
Yeah, Coach Howard wants it to be patient on offense. The team's got to take care of the basketball, and then he says that the team that plays the best defense will win this game. And I think Coach Howard is saying some good stuff there on the bench. The team that does play the best defense will win this game.
We saw great defense there by the number 4 point guard, Ben Tal, causing that turnover, and he now patrols the offense for the Warriors. He kicks to Esformas, who's been quite hot thus far in the first half. 10 points already. Esformas now got a switch. He likes this switch, but you know what's a better move? Getting the ball inside to your big man on the 6'5" Bixen on the smaller 5'8" Rambam player. A switch back by Rambam, Tal with the ball. Tal all the way to the hoop, unable to finish, but contact there. 2 free throws coming for Ben Tal.
And Ben Tal has been a fantastic free throw shooter so far this tournament. He went 16 for 16 in the first game and has continued to have ice in his veins from the free throw line. He's one guy that you do not want to foul.
And you know, we talked about these 2 incredible scorers, Jack Esformas and Ben Tal, as the first one no good there for Tal. And they've really shown up early on in this first half.
Yeah, and the Warriors are going to need them to keep showing up as we continue through this game. They really rely heavily on those 2 for their scoring. Not a lot of third and fourth options on this team.
But hey, when they combine for 43 a game, you don't really need a second, or you don't really need a good third or fourth option.
100%.
Tal puts the second one in to give the Warriors a 2-point lead here. 16-14. Just over 6 minutes to play here in the first half. The Rambam faithful looking on. Nervous here as the Warriors had this lead, have had the lead for the last minute. Rambam has been controlling this game thus far, but it looks like the momentum has switched to the Warriors' side. A pass to Wiesel. He's been pretty hot or cold. We've seen some air balls, we've seen some swishes from him. Petrikowski now has the ball, guarded by Tal.
Yeah, Petrikowski likes to have the ball in his hands. Stuff runs because of him. He'll make stuff happen from the point guard position.
Siklik now in the game for Rambam, number 30. And he gets the ball here. Doesn't even look at the hoop. Instead, he kicks the ball back out, deflected, but right to Jack Ross. Ross to Petrikowski. Petrikowski thinks about a 3, instead gives it to Siklik, and we're back on offense. On the Warriors side, Samson shift now in the ball game, number 15, as well as number 20, Shmuel Khan. Jack Ross to Petrikowski. Thinks about a 3, instead gets in the lane. Pull up by Petrikowski. That's no good. Rebound by Tal. Warriors looking to push. Warriors been quite good at the end of the first quarter and the start of the second as Tal kicks it back out to Esformas. Esformas likes his matchup here. He's calling for a screen from Bixen. Esformas to Bixen. Puts it up. Off the mark, and a good rebound there by Aro, not letting Bixen get his own rebound. A great pass from Esformas, but a missed opportunity there for the Warriors.
Yeah, pretty pick and roll there. Beautiful cut to the hoop. Got to finish that easy lefty one.
Petrikowski now back out to Siklik, who swings it to Wiesel. Wiesel wide open for 3. No good, and Bixen with the rebound. Bixen to Tal. 16-14 Warriors approaching the midway mark in this second quarter.
Bixen's a big body. And hey, these Warriors have the height advantage down low. I would love for them to work the ball inside, use their height.
Esformas with a beautiful pull-up there. No good, but a great rebound by Khan. Khan to Bixen. Esformas wide open for 3. No good, and a rebound by Siklik. Rambam going the other way. And as they're going down the court, Petrikowski calls a quick timeout. Coach Steve Howard not liking what he's seeing on the Rambam offensive side thus far in the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the basketball game can be so funny. Esformas has been hitting crazy deep threes. He gets a wide open, easy one. That went off the mark, but he'll keep shooting. We know that for a fact. He's a 3-point shooter, and 3-point shooters shoot the ball.
Yeah, I mean, him and Tal are both volume scorers, Benjamin. They like to shoot and they like to score, and we've seen that early on. Tal has had 6 points in this game thus far. On the other hand, 10 points for Jack Esformas. The leading scorer thus far in this entire ball game. He's been quite hot, although he did miss that last three-pointer. If you're Coach Howard, what are you telling your team to get something going on offense? This Warriors defense has been shut down in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, they've come out with a lot of defensive intensity, but the key to any good offensive possession, especially with no shot clock, is patience, Yeshua. It's a P word that not a lot of people are aware of. If you are patient, you can work the ball in for a nice, easy look. If you try to rush things and try to take too early of a shot, you'll settle for something that just won't fall.
And a quick shout out to our YU Rabbi Cement, who is an alum of the Hebrew Academy Warriors. He asked for a quick shout out, and he says, "Let's go Warriors."
While we're on that shout out path, I want to give a quick shout out to all of our viewers from all over the country. We have viewers in Michigan watching, some friends there. Jonathan Bryn from Maryland watching this game. Big shout out to you guys from watching from all over America. And that's one great thing about the Sarachek tournament, really bringing anyone from all over the 50 states here to YU and watching this tournament.
Rambam with the ball. Petrakowski patrolling the offense. 16-14 Warriors midway through this second quarter. Petrakowski guarded by Tal. You got Tal Yerushalmi back in the game here, number 55 for the Warriors, as well as Khan, the hero from last night, as Formis and Bixen. Aaron with a great backdoor feed from Jack Ross, unable to connect, and Bixen going for it. So does Jack Ross, and Ross gets it. Ross puts it up and puts it in. Jack Ross with a huge bucket there to tie up the game for Rambam. Second chance opportunity there, Benjamin. Huge for the Rambam Ravens.
Yeah, Ross is that big man downside. He's the leading scorer on this team and doing an excellent job there on the second chance.
And a move all the way to the bucket, counted in, the foul for Ben Tal. A huge bucket there, going all the way to the left side. He's a righty, he doesn't care. He'll go all the way to the left, count it, and one more coming.
Gotta love the body control on this point guard. Leaps into the air, finishes with the left hand, draws the contact, but does not let him stop him from scoring the hoop. That's an and one. Let's see if he's able to hit it here from the line for one more.
That's going to be a foul on Aaron, his first foul, as Ben Tal's free throw no good. So he's 1 for 3 to the line to start the game, Benjamin. And he's a prolific free throw shooter. That's almost unheard of for him.
Yeah, that's definitely uncharacteristic for him. I know that he's upset with himself.
And there you go.
Misses.
Instead of getting a foul, he gets a nice little steal, and he puts it in. Ben Tal with a huge bucket there to give the Warriors a 4-point lead, 20-16. Just stole the ball right out of Petrakowski's hands. He's like, you know what? I missed 2 free throws. I got to get a steal and get those 2 points back, and he did.
Yeah, great on-ball pressure there. Kept his feet and was just poking slowly with small, not anything too big with his hands. Was right in front of him. Did a good job of getting all ball there on that steal.
Sicklick now with the ball, guarded by Yerushalmi, a tough defender. Sicklick lines up the 3, no good, and the rebound off Tal's foot, and it's going to be Rambam ball. Rambam faithful liking the second chance opportunities they've gotten thus far. They've really crashed the boards.
Yeah, you know what? This so far in the Sarachek tournament, it's not about who the bigger team is who controls the rebounding game. It's which team boxes out and has more energy on the offensive glass. So far, we've seen a lot smaller teams get a lot more rebounds.
It's true. It's all about the hustle. It's all about those 50-50 balls. And sometimes it's not about how tall you are, but it's about how hard you're willing to go and how far you're willing to dive for that ball. As Wiesel gets in the lane, blocked by Esformis, but a foul. And Esformis doesn't like it, and I don't blame him. But hey, I'm not the ref, and neither is he. That's 2 free throws for Wiesel.
Yeah, and hey, Rambam coach Steve Howard said that last time out, they gotta keep working the ball inside. No fake hook shots, no long threes. Keep pounding inside. Their best scorer, Ross, is a big man inside. They're gonna need to keep doing that. And on the other side, the Warriors need to play big. It's what they've been doing the last few possessions, and it's working very well. Coach Barber wants to keep that going.
As Wiesel knocks down the first. But yeah, when we talked about it at all our broadcasts, when you're talking about high school basketball, free throw shooting is huge. As the second one is up and no good, a rebound by Yerushalmi. So we got 20-17. The Warriors have the lead with 2.5 to play in this first half. A lot of strong play on both sides offensively. And Esformis with the ball. Esformis, a beautiful pull-up jumper there from the elbow. He knocks it down. And with 2 minutes to go, we had a 22-17 ball game. The Warriors with the lead.
Yeah, that kid Esformis has no way you can stop him. He has a nice dribble drive there, pulls up for the jumper, and rattles it in.
Dubin with the ball. He's been on the bench most of the second quarter, but now he's out. All 5 starters in the game for the Rambam Ravens. Dubin all the way to the hoop. Kicks out to Wiesel. Wiesel for 3. No good. Rebound Yerushalmi. Yerushalmi gives the ball to Ben Tal, and they're running the offense. Esformis pulls up for 3. No good. And a rebound there by Jack Ross. A good rebound there because it looked like the Warriors had numbers down low looking to get that offensive glass, but Ross just jumped over everyone and snagged that one.
Yeah, I mean, the Warriors are the bigger team, but Ross is a big man. He's been dominating the down low all tournament long. He's going to be tough to stop.
Dubin for three. It looked like Yerushalmi fell, but might have distracted Dubin as he's unable to knock it down. But a great offensive rebound there by Petrikowski, and now Rambam still has the ball. A minute and 15 left in this first half, 22-17 ball game. Dubin thinks about a three and says no. Wiesel inside to Aaron. Aaron goes up with it, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up again, still no good. And a rebound by Bixen. Ball goes out to Yerushalmi, who gives the ball back out to Esformis. Esformis goes all the way to the hoop, puts it up with the right, no good, looking for a foul, but he gets nothing there. Petrikowski pushing now. Passes the ball into Aaron. A great steal there by Khan, and Tal picks it up. Tal with some nifty handles, but he loses the ball right to Jack Ross, and Rambam coach Howard is saying slow the game down. Too many turnovers. There are 45 seconds left. Wiesel with the ball gets it into Aaron. Aaron with another easy one, and this time he gets it to fall. A beautiful bucket there by Aaron, 22-19.
Warriors still in the lead here.
30 seconds to play in this first half. The Rambam faithful on their feet right now, chanting along their team. They don't mind going to the half only down 3. That's a good first half for these underdogs of 14-seed Ravens. They sure haven't been playing like a 14-seed.
Tal toying with Petrikowski. This kid is quick. This kid is smooth. This kid can really do it all from the point guard position.
And 7 seconds left in the game in this half. Tal, a pull-up. No good, but a foul on the shot. Way to draw the contact there by Tal, and to get his defender in the air, then leaned right into him, and now he gets 2 at the line with 4 seconds to go. If you're Coach Howard, you can't be happy about that foul. I mean, 4 fouls and a half obviously isn't a bad thing. They're not looking at a lot of foul trouble. That would be Wiesel's first, and he's generally not someone who's going to foul out of the game. But putting Tal at the line with 4 seconds left as he knocks down the first to make it a 2-possession ball game is not exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, the key to any good defense, and listen up young guys out there, is to just go straight up. You do not need to jump to block a shot. Altering a shot can be just as effective and will stay out of foul trouble and will make sure that your team gets the rebound.
And Tal there knocks down the second, shushing the crowd. Azos, who just checked into the game for Rambam, tries to go all the way to the hoop, but unable to get there. And the half-court shot waved off there by Jack Esformis. And after the first half, we have the Warriors 24, the Ravens 19, and we're going to send it down to Levi Herman with the coach of the Warriors.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Berman of the Warriors. Coach, I want to ask you, we see it clearly Jack Esformis is not scared to show off his range and really doesn't mind shooting the ball at all. What have you told him in terms of his shooting and playing abilities?
Yeah, I mean, with Jack, he has some serious, he's got NBA range, we like to say. He has a green light whenever he wants to shoot the ball. All I ask is that they play defense and get into a stance. And, I used to be a shooter, so I get it. If you're feeling it, shoot it. We just got to play better defense. We got to move the ball a little bit more. Ben's driving a lot. A lot of guys are open. You just got to see the open man. But we'll get there. We just got to play a better second half, but not bad. Not bad.
We see your offense has stepped up a little bit over here. What do you say in terms of the slow defense to start out the game? What do you tell the guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an issue with us all season. We have that energy on offense. We don't seem to have as much defensively. A lot of young guys, so they're still learning how to play defense. But they got to learn. Both sides of the floor, you got to play it just as hard. If not, you're never going to be a complete player. And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We'll get there, though.
Right. Thank you very much, Coach. Good luck. Set it back up.
And at halftime here, it was the Warriors 24, the Ravens 19. And now it's time for the Step It Up halftime basketball show.
Welcome to the Step It Up Basketball Halftime Show on Max Live. Are you ready to step it up? Find out at timetostepitup.com.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way.
And we're back here at the Max Stern Athletic Center with the Step It Up Basketball Sleepaway Camp halftime show. Benjamin, please tell us a little bit about Step It Up as a camp and tell us a lot about the players, some of the best players in the court today who have gone there.
Yes, Step It Up is a great sleepaway basketball camp here on 6th year here, run by our very own director, Yogi Berdugo. He's the assistant coach here of the men's basketball team. If anyone's been following the men's basketball team, YU had its first home playoff win in 18 years and had quite the historic season. It's a camp for boys grades 4 through 12. For summer 2016, Step It Up is thrilled to return to its beautiful campus of Colby Sawyer College in New London, New Hampshire. It's a private 200-acre college nestled in the Lake Sunapee region, only 4.5 hours away from New York and New Jersey. They have gorgeous facilities there, including 6 indoor courts, 3 outdoor courts, a pool, a lake, a rock climbing wall, fields, a weight room, courts. Really an unbelievable camp and a real great way to improve your skills. And actually, if you want to see some of the results on the RASG Warriors team, Michael Bigson, Noah Schiff, and Samson Schiff all attended the camp, and many players in this tournament have, including even some of our own very own YU team basketball members, including Shelby Rosenberg and Ellie Mammon. Yoshua, if you could spend your summer working on basketball, there is nothing better. We're both huge basketball fans. I wish that this camp was around when I was younger.
Yeah, absolutely. This camp really gets guys better. All it does is it makes you work, pushes you to your last breath, to your last final sweat, but it makes you a way better player. And we'll be back after a quick commercial break with the second half recap. And we're back here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. Halftime here, the Warriors of the Hebrew Academy 24 and the Ravens of Rambam 19. A great first half here for both sides. Benjamin, what have you seen for RASG that have given them this 5-point lead?
The Warriors did an excellent job shooting the 3-ball, and they are known for that. But if I'm Warriors and I want to work on something in the second half, it's going to be working on their down-low presence. They have the height, they have some talent down there. I'd like to see them get that involved, get some easy shots. The threes are great, but if they're not falling, they can let the Rambam Ravens right back into this game.
Jackus Formas, the leader from this squad in the first half, he was red hot from 3 early on. On the other side, we got Rambam. They played a good first half. They might not be the most talented team, but they play with a lot of heart. They play with a lot of balanced offense, a balanced attack. You don't know who the next guy is going to make a bucket, but it seems like all 5 players can come up clutch. And as with 2 minutes left here in the first half, what do you think Rambam's got to do to cut this deficit and then get the lead?
Yeah, they got to do a better job of cutting down the turnovers. The Warriors' pressure has been getting to them sometimes. If they're able to cut the turnovers and keep taking shots, they've been doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass and getting multiple possessions after each trip down the court. If they're able to keep doing that, they will take the lead in this game.
And we'll send it down to the sideline to hear from Rambam coach Steve Howard.
Hi, Coach. Down 5 at the half. What did you tell your team in the locker room?
Don't give up. I think we're doing a pretty good job defensively. We already know that the point guard and as Formas are shooters, we're just trying to contain them as much as possible. But on offense, we got to run the offense. It was the same issue we had last night. We're just not running our offense. It's just not flowing the way that we want it to. So hopefully in the second half, we can run the plays, run our motion, and everybody cut to the basket, set screens, and hopefully it opens up the shooters to get some easy shots.
You spoke about trying to contain Jackus Formas. Anything specific?
Well, here's the thing, because they're setting a lot of screens, and he's coming off screens. So pretty much, I want them to switch, or the guy has to hedge to help our man to get over the screen to help get on Jack. So that's Formas.
Thank you so much, Coach.
And you heard from Coach Howard, a lot of screens for the RASG Warriors in that first half. not a good job by Rambam hedging out on the screens, and not a good job getting those hands up and not allowing him to shoot off those screens. That will be important in this second half. We got 5-point game here in this Tier 2 championship game. It's going to be a good one. We know it's going to be a nail-biter. What does Rambam got to do? I know we talked a little bit about it, but let's talk a little bit more. What do they got to do? I mean, we heard Coach Howard say run the offense. What else do you think they got to do to stop some of these stars on the RASG Warriors side?
Yeah, when you're playing team basketball, it's all about doing the right basketball moves, and that means cutting to the hoop when necessary. That means crashing over the glass when necessary, but it also means that you got to hedge on your screens, switch when necessary when you're too behind on your man, and just play good fundamental basketball. That's been the Ravens' recipe all season. They're going to need to get back to that if they want to retake this lead.
And the Rambam Ravens will take out possession. Both teams have their starting 5 on the court. It looks like the Warriors will be in a zone to start this half. That's the first time we're going to see a zone. This is going to be a 1-3-1 from them. We're going to see how effective it can be against this Rambam team. Jack Ross with a good cross-court pass to Wiesel. Thinks about a 3, but instead throws it inside to Petrikowski. Stolen right back by Petrikowski. Great play there by the Rambam Ravens to retain possession.
Love the effort there by Petrikowski, getting on the ground, making sure that ball was his, not letting the Warriors come up with that steal.
And now the Ravens slow the ball down, looking to set up the offense. Against this 1-3-1, Benjamin, the key is to get the ball to the corner. A quick cross-court pass. The corner can be wide open for your shooters if you can get it there quick enough.
Yeah, that's one of the holes of this 1-3-1. Trying to get stuff up the middle is going to be tough. That's where they're going to be clogging. That's where they're going to be sending a lot of bodies. Not their best place to be trying to get the ball into.
Ross now on the inside. Ross kicks to Petrikowski for 3. Gets in the lane. No good. Rebound by Aaron. He puts it up and puts it in. Count it and the foul. A huge bucket there early on for Aaron. That's Noah Aaron with a big bucket. 24-21 Rambam with one more to come. That's exactly what you want out of your first possession if you're a Ravens fan. A second chance off a steal and then a big bucket by a big man.
Yeah, great play there by Aaron. Staying with it, keeping with that offensive rebound, putting it up, finally finishing around the hoop and getting one more at the line.
And the free throw off the mark there. So it's 24-21 Warriors early on in this third quarter. Benjamin, you see the crowd right now. There's a lot of fans coming to this game, awaiting that huge Tier 1 championship following this game. There's a lot to say about that one. As a pass by Bixen to nobody, Tal tries to save it, out of bounds, Rambam ball.
Yeah, we got the DRS versus the Shalhavet game, Tier 1 championship game. The DRS fans have just walked into the gym. It'll be interesting to see what shot they take here. The Warriors from Miami, Rambam from Lawrence, New York. Maybe they'll go with the hometown Lawrence team, or maybe that rivalry's a little bit too bitter. They might root for the Warriors. Interesting to see here.
And Ross now with the ball. Ross to Petrikowski. Petrikowski in the lane, out to Wiesel. Wiesel to Ross. Good ball movement here by Rambam, looking for the open man. And the Rambam they've had a good start to this second half. Yeah, but they got a good stop on defense, and they did a good job offensively to get the and one. Ross now with the hoop, and he puts it in. A big time move there by Jack Ross. Not afraid of going right into that 1-3-1 defense. Hasn't been effective thus far for the Warriors.
Yeah, the Rambam Ravens have kept pounding the ball down low, and when you keep pounding, when you keep digging, you're gonna get easy buckets. An excellent job there by the Rambam Ravens. Keep working the ball down low and finishing around the hoop.
Esformas with the ball now. He almost loses it, but gives the ball back out to Ben Tal. Ben Tal, one of the better point guards in this game, a prolific scorer, a good cross-up and pull-up. That's good for Tal. A big bucket there to give the Warriors back to a 3-point lead. 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. 26 Warriors, 23 Ravens. If you're a Ravens fan, you like how your team's playing thus far, as the Warriors go right out of that 1-3-1, not as effective as they would have hoped. Ross now guarded by Dixon. Ross to Dubin. Dubin thinks about a 10-footer, but before he gets a shot up, that's going to be a traveling violation. Ball back to the Warriors.
Yeah, with a little bit hesitant, got to be more confident with your shot there. If you're open inside, put that up right away, as he's going to now head to the bench, as Coach Howard wants to talk it over with him.
Checking into the game for him is number 36, like we saw him earlier on in the first half. He was doing a great job on the defensive end. We'll see if he can continue that good defensive work. Ben Tal with the ball, guarded by Petrikowski. Kicks out to Bixen to Esformas. A screen there by Bixen, and Esformas throws the ball right away. Corralled by the Rambam team, and a great pass to Ross all the way down the court, but blocked from behind by Tal. A beautiful block there by the star Ben Tal to keep his team up 3 here with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's one of the taller point guards out there, standing at 6 foot 170. Did a great job of blocking the bigger Ross.
And the ball deflected out of bounds off the Ravens on a Jackus Formas drive to the hoop. And with under 5 minutes to go, we got the Warriors 26, the Ravens 23. A good ball game here. As Formas, and that's going to be a foul on Bixson on the screen. We see a lot of Rambam players taking dives off Bixson screens. He's been moving a lot.
Yeah, and that's one big body doing a great job of setting screens. That time didn't set himself before setting. That's an offensive foul for moving while trying to set a screen.
And you hear the Raven faithful giving it to him. Sinklick thinks about a three, and they're back in this man-to-man. Let's see if the Rambam can get something going. Didn't get a lot going offensively against the man-to-man in the first half. Ball to Sinklick. Sinklick gets all the way to the bucket. No good, but a foul by Schiff.
Yeah, that's Noah Schiff from behind. Tried to reach after his man beat him. Now Sicklick heading to the line for 2.
Yemen, huge free throws here. 26-23 ball game. All free throws in the second half are going to be big for this Ravens team. As you know what, they already had, the Warriors already have 3 fouls. But the first one is no good. Sicklick not liking it. Tough roll there. 3 fouls early on in the third quarter. I mean, if you got, we saw in yesterday's game, the one we were broadcasting. We saw the same thing. We saw MTA get into, sorry, not MTA. We saw this, what did we see? Oh yeah, it was MTA. It was MTA. We saw MTA get it to the line the entire fourth quarter, and they were able to connect, and that was the difference in the ballgame. As Formas off the mark, but a big rebound there by Bixson to put it in. Free throws are going to be huge down the line.
Yes, Formas might have chucked that one up a little bit prematurely there, but a great rebound by Bixson. Finally playing big, getting the rebound and putting it back up.
Halfway through this third quarter, it's still a 5-point game. Petrikowski with the pull-up jumper, a big-time shot there. That's going to be a 2, and 28-25 Warriors. Under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, the Ravens are hanging around, and that could be dangerous late in the game. They're able to make a little bit of a run as we continue on, and they can take the lead and ultimately win this game.
Yeah, you know they want to get behind their fans. They get a couple buckets, they string together a little bit of a run. The fans will jump on that bandwagon, will jump on their back, and will get going. And that could energize this Rambam offense. A big-time move there by Tal. He gives himself a wide-open jumper, but unable to connect, in and out. And now the Rambam has the ball. To tie, Sinklick for 3, no good. Sinklick wide open for 3 to tie, unable to put it down, and now Tal pushing. Tal has Formas. It's Formas for 3. Also off the mark, but a big-time rebound by Bixson. And he yells something in Aaron's face. A big-time rebound by the big-time man, and a great putback.
Yeah, way to sky there by Bixson. Gotta be careful though about the trash talk. He was called for a technical foul last game. Cost his team dearly as Icon was able to come back because of it.
Petrikowski all the way to the hoop, and he's fouled, and Tal doesn't like it. 2 shots here for Petrikowski.
Hey, I think that was the right call, though. Although Tal is upset, a lot of contact. Petrikowski was thrown to the ground. He'll now head to the line for 2.
The foul was not on Tal, it was on Shmuel Khan. His first foul. Petrikowski at the line, 2 shots, 5-point game here with 3 minutes to go, Benjamin. It seems as though whenever Ravens pull within 3, the Warriors are able to return the favor and put the game back at 5. A good free throw there by Petrikowski, 30-26.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Rabbi Donald Bixson for informing us that Bixon's first name is pronounced Michael, not Michael, like it is in the Tanakh. Thank you, Rabbi Bixson, and hopefully you're enjoying watching your son play.
Petrikowski at the line. His second shot is up and no good. And now the Warriors get the ball back. As Formas bring up the ball, gives it to his point guard, Tal. And a block there on Petrikowski as Tal goes right around him. Petrikowski falls, and a good call there by the ref. Petrikowski was still moving.
Yeah, interesting. No, Tal is only a sophomore. Only in the second year. He's got a lot more to develop on. Clearly one of the best players in the tournament, and he's going to be putting the team on his back right now, along with Jack, trying to put this lead out of reach for the Rambam Ravens.
Stein back in the game for the Warriors. Tal with possession, controlling the offense, calling out a play. He gets a double screen here. A switch here. Ross now guarding Tal, and the smaller Petrikowski guarding the big man Bixson. Tal gets right around Ross and goes all the way to the bucket. A big time move there by Ben Tal to extend the lead to 6. This is the farthest we've seen the lead blow for these Hebrew Academy Warriors. You gotta be happy if you're a Warriors fan.
Yeah, and I love the body control by Tal, taking the contact, still going up and creating space on the right side for an easy right layup. That's an impressive move from a smaller point guard.
Weisel picked up his dribble, gives the ball out to Sinklick. Sinklick looking, gives the ball to Petrikowski, and they're going to set up the offense right now. As Coach Howard was talking, they need to run their offense. That's going to be huge for this game. Ross being guarded by Khan. So that's Aaron. Aaron being guarded by Khan. Gives the ball to Sicklick. Sicklick gets all the way in the lane, and a foul before the shot. A good block there by both Stein and Bixen, but a foul before the shot on, you're going to call that one on number 12, who's not in the game. No, they're going to change it to Shmuel Khan. That's Shmuel Khan's second foul this third quarter. And with 2 minutes to go in this third quarter, a 6-point game, Rambam has the ball, looking to cut into that. But an errant pass off the inbounds, and Petrikowski able to corral it. That was almost a steal and an easy bucket for Ben Talent. You're lucky if you're a Ravens fan. Petrikowski all the way to the lane. Gives it back out to Sicklick. Sicklick kicks out to Ross. Ross looking. Gives it to Sicklick.
Yeah, love the patience here by the Ravens, trying to find a good one, and
Warzel
there it
for
is!
Warzel with the big time three. Cut the lead to 3 here. Rambam only down 3 here. Now, hey, we've seen it 3 times already this quarter. Can the Warriors return the favor with another timely bucket? A minute and a half to go. Tal slowing the game down, looking to run his offense.
Yeah, great matchup here for Tal. Really, anyone they put on him, he's been able to beat to the hoop, whether that be the smaller and quicker Petrikowski or the bigger Ross. He is one quick and strong player. He's going to keep taking it to the lane and trying to get some finishes.
1 minute to go here. Dixon setting the screen. It looks like Coach is telling him we're not holding for one here. There's a minute 15 left. Tal kicks out to Khan. Khan wide open for 3, no good. And a rebound there by Bixen, and he's fouled. A great rebound there by Bixen, leaping over all the Rambam defenders, and he gets fouled, and he will be going to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, great rebound there. Bixen comes flying in, forgot his cape, but he acted like Superman there, not letting anyone on the ground get in his way of that rebound. Rambam needs to do a better job of boxing out. That will stop any offensive rebounds.
And Bixen hits that one. Warriors up 4. And then when we just talked about it, look at that. Just when the Rambam gets into a 1-possession ball game, the Warriors make it a 2-possession ball game. 56 seconds to go. 33-29 Warriors. Bixen at the line for 1. Bixen's second is no good. And a long rebound there. Almost got corralled by Bixen, which would have been huge, but he knocks it out of bounds. Rambam ball.
Yeah, 4-point ball game now with just under a minute left. This is really anyone's game, and you sure I'm going to point something out here on the scoreboard. 5 fouls already for the Warriors. That could be trouble, sending Rambam to the line early and often in the fourth quarter.
Wiesel thinks about a 3 there, but mishandles the ball, and he'll give the ball out to Petrikowski. Wiesel's been their best shooter. We've seen him knock some 3s down, and we've seen him not be even close. They need him to be hot in this end of this third and in the fourth quarter if they want a chance to knock off the 8 seed. Petrikowski with the ball now. Petrikowski to Dubin. 30 seconds left. Looks like Coach Howard wants to hold for 1, telling his team to slow the game down. The last thing you want is to happen what happened at the end of the first half, where the Warriors, first quarter, where the Rambam had 2 late turnovers and let a 3-point lead slip away. Ross with the ball. Ross and Petrikowski. Kicks to Wiesel. Wide open for 3. No good, but a big rebound there by Petrikowski. He puts it up. No good. And they wave off the bucket there. And at the end of 3, we have the Warriors 33, Ravens 29. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter after a quick commercial break.
I came to YU for a few reasons. One, because of the Jewish environment, which I wanted to be a part of in college, and the great financial program. Being part of a team takes up a lot of your time, and you have to know how to balance school with sports and manage your time wisely. When you move on to your career, it's an important quality to have. Being part of the athletics program at YU is a privilege for a student who's on the team, but also for somebody who's off the team. Everybody knows somebody that's on the team. Everybody comes out to support the games. It's a privilege to represent a Jewish school. People know that we're the Yeshiva University Maccabees, and we made it to the playoffs. I think everybody is part of the YU Maccabee family.
And we're back here at the Maxton Athletic Center. Fourth quarter awaiting us, Binyamin. The Rambam Ravens 11-0 career in this Sarachek tournament, down 4 in this fourth quarter. They're looking to stay undefeated, looking to get this Tier 2 championship. RASG Warriors looking to hold them off and looking to pull out a championship of their own. Right before this fourth quarter starts, I'd like to thank many of our sponsors for making this entire weekend, Thursday to Monday, possible. It's been a great one. Championship Monday has been unbelievable thus far. I'd like to thank LK Healthcare, Data on Plumbers, the CTA Baseball Invitational, Step It Up Basketball Camp, Carlos and Gabby's, Booker Promotions, Cadet Marketing, Clip Keepers, Dunkin' Donuts, Five Star Catering, Sammy's Bagels, Coca-Cola, obviously Yeshiva University and all the offices that helped us out, Westchester Dermatology, T-Neck Doghouse, Roast Homestyle Chicken, Chopsticks Duggies, and everyone, don't Don't forget to like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And this fourth quarter is underway here as Formus with the ball to start. Tal is on the bench to start this quarter. Looks like they'd like to give him a 30-second break to start every quarter. He's looking to check back in with Yerushalmi. As Formus with the ball. As Formus pulls up for three. Nothing but air there, and a great first possession defensively there for Rambam. 33-29 Warriors still. Rambam right in this game. Although the Warriors have looked like the stronger team, Rambam really been able to stick with it, Benjamin.
And Yeshua, I'll tell you something, fourth quarter basketball can make up for 3 quarters of lackluster basketball. Anything can happen here, especially in the Saturday tournament. We've seen it come down to last shots. We've seen some buzzer beaters. We've had some real exciting finishes. I'm expecting another good one here in the Tier 2 championship game.
Dubin inside to Aaron, and a foul there by Khan. That's number 6, Benjamin. The next one, they're going to the line. So it looks like the entire fourth quarter now with 7.5 minutes to go. That's 7.5 minutes of free throw shooting if you're a Rambam fan, and you got to be excited about that. But at the same time, we've seen teams blow it at the free throw line too.
Yeah, missed free throw on the front end of a 1-and-1 is just as bad as a turnover. Gotta hit your free throws if you're the Ravens, if you're going to be heading to the line soon.
Dubin kicks out to Petrikowski, wide open for 3, no good. And a rebound by Khan. Khan to Tal, who just checked back in. All 5 starters returning now for the Warriors. Tal all the way to the hoop, no good, but a foul on Petrikowski. That will be 2 for Ben Tal.
Yeah, great take down the left side. Trying to finish with the right hand, couldn't get it to go, but there was a lot of contact on his way up, and that's why he'll be hitting 2 from the line.
Now, interesting to note, we've seen Rambam in previous games use that bench pretty often, and use most of that bench as Tal hits the first. And this game, we've seen only 6 or 7 players touch the court for the Ravens.
Yeah, that is really interesting, and the Rambam Ravens use their depth to bring a lot of energy. Let's see if they're going to show a little fatigue and a little bit of tiredness here in the fourth quarter. That could be huge with only 7 minutes left.
A 6-point game now as Tal knocks down both. Ravens with the ball, Petrikowski controlling. Petrikowski still looking, and a foul there on Tal, and now we got free throws. Now with 7 minutes left, that's going to be a 1-and-1. You got to knock this down right here. Huge free throws right now.
Yeah, Tal a little bit too aggressive trying to get that steal. Shouldn't have been pressure him that far out. Wasn't necessary. Now sending him to the line, not a good trade-off.
Only Tal's first foul, so he clearly doesn't have a lot to worry about in terms of foul trouble. But in terms of team fouls, you can't be happy with the Ravens shooting free throws the rest of this game. Petrikowski running the 1-and-1. No good, but a big-time rebound there by Aaron. He tries to go with it, no good, and the ball gets out to Weisel. Weisel to Dubin. Wide open for 3. Bang! Dubin knocks down the 3. 35-32. Warrior lead.
Yeah, Dubin was 0 for 2 from the three-point land before that. A big 3, and hey, that might be some confidence. They're going to need another one to tie this ball game up.
A 3-point game here. Ben Tal looking to retaliate. Ben Tal's been there all night for this Warrior squad. He gives the ball out to Formus. Formus has been hot early, but he hasn't been able to hit up late. Tal's been carrying this team in the fourth quarter, third end in the start of the fourth quarter. Tal in the lane. Tal with a nice step back. Off the mark, and a rebound there by Dubin. Raven faithful hopping on the bandwagon here. Only a 3-point game with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, Tal's at 16 as Formus is at 12. That's 28 of this team's 35 points. They're going to need to keep stepping it up in the fourth quarter. Big-time players make big-time plays.
Aaron with a beautiful hook just off the mark, but Ross with a great ability to track the ball down. The ball out to Ross again. Ross kicks to Dubin. Dubin just knocked down a big one. He's confident out there. Dubin all the way to the hoop, and he is unable to finish. A great move there by Dubin, but the Warriors with a solid defensive play and rebound by Bixson retain possession. Formus with the ball. Formus looking, still looking. Bixson with a big-time screen. Ball down to Bixson down low, and he puts it up. No good. Unable to get his own rebound, and Aaron falls on the rebound. That's going to be a traveling violation. He's yelling, this guy's pulling me down, but the ref says no, and the fans do not like it. It's going to be Warrior ball here. 5.5 to go, 35-32 ball game. With a huge 3 by Dubin to cut this one to 3. The Rambam Ravens need a stop and need a bucket to close this deficit. They haven't been able to get it under 3 this entire second half. As Formus in the lane puts it up. A beautiful move, no good, and a rebound there by Ross. Petrikowski pushing. Looking up for a teammate here. Instead takes it himself. Dubin thinks about a 3. Instead goes all the way to the hoop. Puts it up. No good. Out of bounds. Warrior ball. A good move there by Dubin. Goes up and over the big man Bixson, but unable to finish.
And now we're going to have a timeout by Coach Berman. He's got to set up the offense. They need to respond right now with the basket. Only a 3-point game. 5:12 here remaining in the fourth quarter. And boy, do we have a good one, Yoshua. Stay tuned here into the Max Stern Athletic Center, maxlive.com. Any feedback, please send the feedback at maxlive.com. We have a packed gym, Tier 1 championship coming next. Yoshua, what are you most excited about for this Tier 1 championship game?
Well, if you know anything about either of these two teams, you know about Lifer, the big man for DRS. He's the key to that victory. We saw him not as strong against TABC in that quarterfinal matchup, and that led to a real tight game there for the DRS Wildcats. If Lifer gets going early, DRS could really pull this one away. On the other side, Shahamet, a great defensive team. They have a very balanced scoring. Sokol's a great player. Halpert's a great player. That team looks to pull off a big-time upset against the heavy favorites, DRS Wildcats. I think they can do it, though. Don't count that squad out. Let's get back to this ball game, though. 5 minutes to go, Benjamin. A 3-point ball game. Although the Warriors have a 3-point lead, it seems like Rambam's a more confident team. The team looking to get that bucket. A couple in and outs there would have gotten those fans electrifying and gotten this gym going. But hey, you're still in this game. 3-point game, 5 minutes left. You need one big defensive stop, and then you're ready to tie the ball game.
Yeah, they've been playing with a fire under them. They've been playing with a lot of energy. These fans are doing a great job of sticking with them, making sure that they do not take themselves out of this game.
Yerushalmi now. And an offensive foul by Bixen. That's going to be a offensive foul off the screen. We've seen that now twice thus far. And as we just talked about up here, the Warriors coach, Coach Berman, over the break, telling his team, guys, we need some intensity, we need some energy. Haven't seen it thus far in this fourth quarter. And then the last thing you want there is an offensive foul. That was on Tal there. Maybe a little bit of a frustration foul. Wiesel with the ball. Wiesel in the lane. Pulls up. No good. And Khan with the rebound. Rambam coming a little cold here after the big three, unable to cut this lead to one. As Formas all the way to the hoop, no good. Rebound by Dubin, but a foul on the rebound, and over that foul, and now we get another shooter. That's 9 team fouls here for the Warriors. This is to be the last one-on-one, Benjamin, and then they go right to 2 shots. What a huge one-on-one here for Dubin, who looks like he's going to the line.
Yeah, gotta hit your free throws to cut into this lead. I'd like to give a quick shout out to former Rambam Raven and Max Life legend Elon Katz. He's watching this game, and thank you for telling us that we've been doing a great job. We're trying hard out here in the booth.
Elon Katz, also a dear friend, counselor of mine on Machach, one of the all-time legends of the Max Live booth. We try to emulate him as much as possible. Dubin, front end of the one-on-one. That's good. And 35-33 now. A little bit under 5 minutes to play. Only a 2-point ball game. Rambam right in it here, and they got the momentum going too. Dubin's second one up. And that one's good too. Timely free throw shooting here by Rambam, and we're at a 1-point game, 35-34. Rambam faithful on their feet. They're getting going right now. We got a ball game.
Yeah, big defensive stand here by Rambam. Bental is going to be looking to take it to the lane. He's been doing it all game. This kid's real talented.
And there he goes. Just like you said, Bental all the way to the bucket. Back up to 3 now with 4.5 to play. Ball out to Wiesel. Wiesel to Petrikowski. Dubin has been the offense here thus far for the Ravens, and they're looking to get him some touches here. Dubin now patrolling the offense. He's looking to set it up, but gives the ball back out to his point guard, Petrikowski. Midway through this fourth quarter, but then we got a 3-point ball game. Petrikowski looks to get in the lane, kicks out to Dubin. Intensity picking up on both sides. Dubin all the way to the hoop, unable to finish there on the reverse, and a big rebound there by Esformis.
Yeah, Coach Howard not happy. That's a bad take by Dubin there. Forced that shot up. He's going to be coming out of the game.
Esformis all the way to the hoop, and Bixen goes for the rebound, but instead hits the rim, but the Rambam Ravens get the ball. 3:45 to go. Warriors up 3. Petrikowski controlling the offense. Rambam faithful really feeling it right now. They're trying to get this team going, and it's going to be a foul on Khan. That's Khan's 4th foul. And now we got 2 shots here for Aaron. Aaron's got to knock these down, but you know what, Benjamin? Getting out of that 1-and-1 is huge for a team. With 3.5 to go, they're shooting 2 shots the rest of the way.
Too many fouls by the Warriors here. They've just been a little bit too aggressive. They've had some careless ones, even on the offensive glass. Sure, there's a reach and foul. You don't need that right now. You have a 3-point lead. Play good, solid defense. Go straight up. Make the Rambam Ravens get back into this game with some well-timed shots.
Aaron upset at himself there as he misses the first. You know, but then when you can really get in your own head when you're at the free throw line, he's got to stay under control, stay poised. You missed the first, go right back at it. Be confident out there, knock down this one. As Dubin takes a seat, he's had 5 points in this fourth quarter. Huge for the Ravens. Siklik back in the game for him. Second one for Aaron, up and in. And now we have a 2-point ball game. 37-35 Warriors. Tal with the ball. It seems like every single time this guy puts up a shot, it's gone in the second half. He's got 18. Tal being guarded by Petrakowski. Kicks to Yerushalmi, wide open three, bang! Petrakowski unable to get out on Yerushalmi, and Yerushalmi knocks it down there. 3:19 to go, and RASG calls a timeout. Back up to a 5-point game. I mean, Rambam has been right there, but hasn't been able to get over the hump yet.
Yeah, huge shot there by Yerushalmi. Hasn't scored all game, but when they need him to, a wide open corner three. Nothing but net, nothing sweeter than that, Yoshua. A timely three, a big three, putting the Warriors up 5 points with just 3:19 left.
I mean, ice in your veins. You haven't hit a shot all day. You've only taken one shot from the field. Yerushalmi doesn't care. He sees the open look. He says, I'm knocking it down for my squad, and that's exactly what he did. A full timeout here by the Warriors. Coach is trying to tell his team to play some defense. They played great defense in the first half, and it seems as though they've been slacking early on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it seems like they've been playing a little bit too much with their hands, not enough with their feet. Need to stay straight up, stay on their feet. No need to go for a big block or a big steal. With a lead like this, you just got to stay straight up and make the Ravens earn it to get back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Warriors coach, Coach Berman, telling them on the bench, these guys are outplaying you. These guys are outplaying you. They're playing like the better team out there. This is your season. You know, obviously, if you're a Warriors fan, you want to see them in the Tier 1 championship, but the Tier 2 championship is a very good mark. It's a great feat. They've defeated some real good squads to get here, and Coach is telling them, don't stop now. Don't be content with the Tier 2 runner-up. Get this championship, bring it on home for us and our school. 3:19 to go. 40-35. Warriors have the lead. Rambam faithful getting going. They believe they will win. Let's see if the players have the same faith. Petrakowski with the ball now. Clock's ticking down. We're almost at 3 minutes to go. 5-point ball game in this Tier 2 championship. Ball to Dubin, who just got checked back in here. Dubin out to Petrakowski. Back to Dubin. They're trying to get the ball into their big man Ross. He's their best scorer. Great job by Bixson all night to shut him down. Petrakowski blocked by Tal. A big time block there and a foul. Only the 14th foul for Rambam, so honestly might have even been a good foul there, not letting the Warriors get out in transition where they're so effective and getting themselves back on defense. A quick substitution here. Dubin in the game. I guess an offense-defense thing with Siklik. Siklik is a good defender. Dubin has been real hot from the field, but they want to save all his energy up for the offensive end as Siklik returns guarding Khan. Powell with the ball. Under 3 to play.
Yeah, the Warriors need to do a good job. Time is on their side with a 5-point lead. Don't need to force up shots. Look for a good one here and make sure it counts.
And a foul there on the entry pass, and the foul is on 21 Wiesel. 15 foul there for Rambam. Still not in the bonus. So the Warriors will take it out underneath. Tal taking the ball out. If you're the Warriors, you gotta keep your pedal on, the gas pedal on. You gotta keep your foot on the pedal here. You gotta get going. Tal with the ball. A nifty step back, but no good short on that step back jumper. Maybe a little fatigue there, and the ball out to Petrakowski. Petrakowski bring the ball up. 2.5 to play now. Siklik wide open for 3. Bang! Siklik with a huge 3. 40-38. We're back to a 2-point game. 2 minutes to go.
Hey, that young kid is doing an excellent job coming off the bench, hitting the huge 3 to cut this lead just to 2 points.
And an offensive foul there as Tal tries to go another step back jumper. Petrakowski reads, gets to that position first, and Tal knocks him down. Rambam with the ball. 2:08 to go. Rambam fans feeling it right now. They're getting going. It could be a tie ball game after this possession.
Yeah, Yoshua, we have some March Madness here. 2-point game, championship on the line. Just 2 minutes to go. The gym is getting wild.
Wiesel with the ball. Petrakowski now. Khan guarding him. Khan's got 4. He's got to be careful. Siklik, who just knocked down a huge 3, gets the ball inside to Ross. Ross guarded by Bixson. Ross inside. Out to Aaron. Aaron looking inside to Ross. Doesn't see it. Now he sees it. Ross inside, picks up his dribble, but a nice pass back to Aaron, who passes back to Ross. A nice 2-man game going on, but they call a double dribble there. The ball going back to the Warriors. You can't have a turnover there for the Ravens. Only a $1:40 to go. They got to get something up at the hoop.
Yeah, bad turnover there, but good idea. Like that they're working the ball down low. That 2-man game is excellent.
Tal now patrolling, 1.5 to go. Petrakowski guarding him. If you're the Warriors, slow this game down. Make Rambam come up with a huge stop. Esformis with the ball, you know he likes to shoot. Esformis looking, still looking, finds Yerushalmi, thinks about a 3, knocked down one earlier, but he sees the clock and he's like, I'm not shooting if I don't have to. Esformis in the lane, tries to get to Bixson. No one there. And a jump ball called. A quick whistle there as Bixen tries to call timeout. And they call a jump ball. Ball to the Ravens. Buck 13 to go. 40 for the Warriors, 38 for the Ravens. A timeout here by Coach Howard. If you're a Ravens fan, you got to be happy with the game, the way the game has gone thus far. They've stuck with it this entire game, only down 2, with a chance to tie here with only a minute 13 to go.
Yeah, Yeshua, he's got to draw something up. They got to do something that they're used to playing. This has got to be the go-to play, the one that they've been working on all season. Down just 2 points in this championship game. A minute 13 to go. Not going to be many possessions left. They need to make everyone count.
Yeah, and we've seen Coach Howard try to get the ball into his big man Ross at clutch times like this. Ross, their best offensive player, has had a lot of trouble against the big man Bixen on the Warriors side. So we'll see who Coach Howard goes to here. Dubin, the hot hand, or your best players. Ross, Petrikowski, your seniors, your best players. Do you go to them, or do you go to the youngster who's had the hot hand in this fourth quarter? Yeah, what would you do?
You know what? I always think that the experience is so huge in these high school games. Nerves can get to these younger players, especially late in a big game. I would want to go to my stars. I would want to look the ball to Boston side. If not, I kick out to Petrikowski. Or you know what, Yeshua? Hit the hot hand with a Dubin 3 maybe.
I always say, late in the ball game, you go to your star. You go to the guy who's been there for you all year, and that's been Ross for Rambam. I would get the ball to him as much as I can with only a buck 13 to left, down 2. And the teams are coming out. All 5 starters in the game here for the Warriors. Noteworthy here, Shmuel Khan, the hero of last night's game against Ida Crown, has 4 fouls. Can't pick up a 5th here, especially with that short Warriors bench. Petrikowski with the ball. A minute 10 to go. Petrikowski, Wiesel, Siklik now in the game. Dubin's on the seat. Dubin takes a seat. Siklik hit a huge 3, so you're going to go with him because he just knocked one down. Aron guarded by Yerushalmi. Aron backs him down. Goes up with the left. No good. And now the Warriors with the ball. Coach Howard saying foul him. But they're not going to foul him. Instead, the ball goes out to Formis. Coach is telling them, play up. It's under a minute to play. And Tal almost loses the ball, but they foul him. Petrikowski not going to send Tal to the line. He's not the guy you want to send to the line. They got to get someone else the ball. And now quickly foul here. 42 seconds to go. 40-38 Warriors. Warriors inbounded.
Yeah, the Ravens did a good job there, working the ball down low on the offensive end. Could not get to go. Now they're going to need a big defensive stop. Hey, a steal would be really good for them. An easy transition bucket would tie this game up. Quick substitution now by the Warriors, making sure they have their best free throw shooters in the game. Because next foul right now against Rambam would be a 1-and-1.
It looks like they're not going to guard the inbounder, which is a smart play. They're going to double team Tal. They don't want Tal touching that ball. Obviously, if Formis gets it, it's not the best thing in the world either if you're a Raven fan. But Tal was 16 for 16 in the first game. Although he did miss 2 today, you can't expect him to miss them anymore. As Formis now gets the ball. They're saying foul. Siklik with the ball. And a foul there by Siklik on the push. And now we got a 1-and-1 for Jack Formis. Huge free throw here. You missed the front end. Rambam only down 2. Could have, with possession, a chance to tie or win the game. You hit the first shot. You've guaranteed yourself at least, if the Rambam Ravens hold for 1, guaranteed yourself at least overtime. Obviously, 2 shots is so important here for the Warriors.
Yeah, and the Rambam Ravens coaches need to do a better job communicating with their players what they want, whether foul or to play good defense. Huge free throw coming up by Formis. Let's see what this kid can do.
First one is up and good. Ice in his veins. 36 seconds left to play here, Benjamin. So even if he knocks down 2, this game is far from over. The Rambam Ravens, they get a quick bucket here. You just start playing the fouling game. You got many more 1-and-1s to come. The second one is good there for Formis as well. 42-38 Warriors, and the whole full court pressure by Tal, not allowing the Warriors to cut some clock. A timeout. A timeout here by the Ravens with 31 seconds left, Benjamin. A 4-point ball game. A quick 30-second timeout. What do you think Coach Howard's going to draw up here?
I think they got to work it in for an easy 2. For an open 3, and if not easy 2. Don't need to force up a shot. Don't need to force up a 3. We've seen teams miss free throws late in the games, especially that's how Ida Crown crawled their way back against RASG Warriors. They missed 4 free throws late in that game that allowed Ida Crown to tie it up with that late 3. We've seen some late heroics from the Warriors. They're not afraid of this situation. They've been here before. I feel like they love these pressure moments. They've done an excellent job thriving in them.
If I'm Coach Howard, I'm telling them, easy 2. You know the Warriors are going to be all up on a 3. You pump a 3, you know the Warriors players flying right by. Get to the lane, get yourself a bucket, and right after that bucket, get yourself back on defense, foul, and start playing that game. 2 more 1-and-1s upcoming for the Warriors. So if the Ravens can get a bucket here, it's going to put a lot of pressure on these Warriors players to hit some free throws.
Yeah, and when the free throws are being with the free throws coming with such pressure, the Rambam fans, we're going to get loud. For sure, I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors miss a few here. Rambam, though, needs a quick bucket with only 30 seconds left. That's what my mind is right now on the offensive end. Get that quick, too.
Wiesel inbounding, Petrikowski, Siklik, Ross, and Aaron with him. On the Warriors side, Khan with 4 fouls. He's in the game with Tal, Esformis, Yerushalmi, and Dixon. Petrikowski patrolling, looking for his big man Ross. They get it into him. He puts it up and puts it in. Big time play by Ross, and we're down to 2-point game again. Yerushalmi still looking, and they foul Esformis here. That's going to be another 1-and-1. Some time went off the clock there. Almost 5 seconds went off the clock as time does not stop off a made bucket. And only 18.6 seconds left, but now another 1-and-1 coming for Esformis. Esformis knocked down the two, just before. He looked like he had ice in his veins, but you know what? They're going to hit him again.
Yeah, Coach Berman said pregame that Jack Esformis constantly has made big free throws late in games. He's one of their best big-time free throw shooters.
Esformis now at the line, at the front of the 1-and-1, puts it in. Esformis not fazed by these Rambam fans trying to yell at him, trying to distract him in any way possible, as now the Warriors up 3 with 18 seconds to go.
Big free throw here by Esformis.
Second one coming, second one up. No good! And we're at the 3-point ball game. You know what? Esformis, give me some credit, knocked down 3 of 4, but you need all 4 there if you are a Warriors fan to keep us at a 2-possession game. We got a 3-point game, 13 seconds left. And we'll go to a quick commercial break. Stay with us, because only in a few seconds we'll be back for some great end-of-game basketball.
Here at YU, we bring out the potential and we encourage students to really be the best that they can be and really follow their dreams and their passions.
Now we're back here at the Maxton Athletic Center. Are you feeling a little deja vu right now? Ida Crown last night knocked down a 3 with 3 seconds left to tie the ball game. Rambam hoping that deja vu happens again, but maybe on the other end they're not going to let that half-court shot miss and go in. If you're a Ravens fan, you got to be happy here. You got a chance to tie up the ball game. You've stuck with it all game. You've played a real strong game. A great performance by the Rambam team. A great performance by the Warrior squad. And Sikkim taking out the ball here for the Ravens. 13 seconds left.
Yeah, I actually spoke to Coach Yogi Verdugo last night about that Warriors versus Ida Crown game. He would suggest a foul here later in the game. Wouldn't even let them take the 3. Let's see what happens here.
Petrikowski with the ball. Gives the ball to Ross. Ross fouled by Bixon, and they don't even let the 3 go up. Very interesting play, but now we've seen this work at times, and we've seen this bite teams at times as well. Very interesting. Rambam has 2 shots here as they're in the double bonus. So Ross has a chance to bring it to a 1-point game, and with only 5 seconds left, you got to hope for a foul, a quick timeout, and then maybe a prayer. Ross's first one, no good. So it looks like it's going to pay off here for the Warriors. Smart playing there by Coach Berman.
Yeah, it seems like Coach Berman learned from last night. Don't give him even a shot to hit that 3. Foul them earlier. They can only get 2 from the line. Now, Ross only has 1 more opportunity.
Ross's second one is good. So a 2-point game, a timeout here by the Warriors. Warriors are going to set up a play. As Coach Steve Howard is going to try to set up some sort of pressure, try to get a steal. Hey, but if not for a steal, you got to make a quick foul here if you're Coach Howard.
Yeah, only 5.6 seconds here. I would look for the Warriors, especially to be patient with that inbounds pass. Do not want a turnover, especially on their end of the court. That would be disastrous right now with just 5 seconds left. They have more timeouts left in the bank. They can always take another one.
And on the Rambam side, Rambam has 0 timeouts left in Yemen. So even if they get a foul, they're not going to be able to stop the play in any way, shape, or form. They're going to have to just run with it. Coach Howard's got to tell them exactly what they got to do, both defensively here and offensively, to make sure that his team doesn't go for a 2 if they need a 3, or we saw it in the TABC DRS game. TABC upset, down 3 with 7 seconds left with the ball, and a player takes a layup when there was just no time for a layup. So he's got to make sure his players know exactly the situation. They're down 2 right now. Rambam has got a foul. Hope that we got to miss here.
Yeah, you're sure. This is what you dream about, playing as a little kid on the court. That chance to hit that big shot. You've been practicing this all year, and the Tier 2 championship comes down to these last 5 seconds.
And Rambam doing a great job, and almost a steal, but Esformis with the ball. Esformis with 4 seconds left. Fouled by number 30, Siklik. and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. We've seen Esformas hit 3 or 4 here. If you miss the front end, you just got to run if you're a Ravens player. The Ravens do not have any timeouts left. 4 seconds left. Esformas, the last 1-and-1 here for Esformas and the Warriors.
If Esformas is able to hit both of these, this could all but be game here, sealing the Warriors win. But a miss here would give that Rambam Ravens that last chance. Get ready for some miraculous moments here in March. We've seen crazier stuff happen. 2-point game, 4 seconds left. Esformas at the line.
First one is up and no good. And now the clock's ticking. Aaron has got to put up a shot. He shoots. And it's waved off, no good, and that's going to be the game. The Warriors 43, the Rambam Ravens 41. The Warriors able to take home this Tier 2 championship, and we'll be back after a quick commercial break.
There are over 15,000 ways to take your coffee at Dunkin'. Every cup is unique as you, always fresh with that signature smooth taste. We take pride in every cup, but only one is your coffee, your Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we're back here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. What a finish here. A 2-point victory here for the Warriors, and we got the 3 best players. You guys had 40 of the 43 points for your team, and I'm going to start here with Tal. Tal, you were not as good in the first half as you were in the second half. What got you going in that second half?
My team needed me. I just went out there and did it for them. That's it. That's all it is.
Jack, you hit some really clutch free throws at the end. How did you do it? How do you have that ice in your veins?
Just focus and shoot 150 free throws a bench every day.
Love to hear that. Hey guys, the practice clearly works. And Michal, sorry, we got your name wrong earlier. We called you Michael. That's my fault. We got that fixed up earlier. But you were a beast on the offensive glass, soaring like Superman. What you do to stop these big Rambam Ravens?
What I did what?
What you do to stop the big Rambam Ravens?
I thought we just stuck to our defensive plan. We play against a lot of big dudes, so I didn't think they were very good. They played very hard, but I thought that our defensive plan and our hard work paid off. We played tough.
Congratulations, guys, Tier 2 champions. I know you guys came here looking for a Tier 1 championship, but you got to be happy with the way you guys played in this tournament. Congratulations, one of the most exciting teams, and we wish you guys the best of luck.
Best team here.
OMG, it's Benton. I already know.
Yeah.
All right, congrats, guys.
And the adventures are over.
And Benjamin, that's going to be all from us here. 43 for the RASG Warriors, 41 for the Rambam Ravens. A great performance here. And Benjamin, it's been a pleasure the entire tournament and the entire MAC season doing games with you. But that will be all from us. I'm Yoshua Zerman here with Benjamin. Sayonara.
There is no group of people like the students you'll be with. There's no faculty and group of Rabbeim like those with which you will learn that can begin to compare to the experience at Yeshiva.